Right. So, um, as promised, put your rolling pins down, and then we'll. Does Arthur need one? Has he got his own? Does he need? Does he need? Has he? Has Arthur got a rolling pin, or does he need one? Can someone find out? Oh, well, so we just do this. We just do a bit of loosening, and then we'll just have a look at these. I better buy some more, hadn't I? Does anyone? Has Arthur got one? Did you pass? Oh. There you go. I'll use my stick. Right. Right. Fantastic. So, as well as the rolling pins, I'm also still in the process of learning the heavenly breathing qigong. But I've got to go and I've been practicing, but I need to go and ask the teacher first. So I'm booking him for a private class just to check I'm doing everything right for him to okay me. Then I'll go and teach it. So I'm still waiting. If you haven't got enough rolling pins to go around, you'll have to share or do it. I'm going to have to buy some more, aren't I? I'll have to buy another 10. So you just turn the waist, and we'll be doing rolling pin for a couple of weeks. So if you've got your own, please remember to bring it. Oh, if yours is too big, then maybe don't bring a giant one. That's not, you know. I've only got one left. Hasn't Caroline got one? Oh, zero there. Oh, you got some more kids. Oh well, I'll have to use them. Yeah. Right. Well, that's all right. You'll just have to. I've got a few more in the back of my car, but it's wet out there, so I'll just go with that. And then open the arms. I'll see what the office have got. Okay, bounce. So we won't do too much loosening. And shake. And bounce. And then we'll skip a few, we'll do that one. Oh, very nice. So just let the arms drop. So you're tuning into your feet. and that one. Keep going. I've just remembered I've got to do the yeah, disable the way to, just in case anyone turns up late. And that one. Oh, it's a horrible day out there, isn't it? Oh, it's that. Oh well. Okay, just hands on the hips, circle round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we go in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so right, and just 10 other way. Up, down. Shape. Circle. And circle. Roll forward. And roll back. Over and under. Okay. And then circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, the big ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fantastic. Okay, Tai Chi goalkeeping. So we like this. And we're just going to go like that. Stretch up. 1, 2. So feel that stretch. Feel that the hands are inside of your head when you stretch up. 4. Fantastic. Now we go there. We lean, and then we do the same thing with the arms. 1. So we're stretching our arms out. That's it. Then we come back, and then we stretch our arms out. And we come back. So you want to move your hands. Move your hands. That's it. Then you come back. Move your hands back to the side of the head. Then you move your hands. There we go. And we come back. We move our hands. We come back. We move our hands. Fantastic. Okay. Right, just gentle kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then for fun, we're going to do 5. I'll demonstrate first. Demonstration, observe. One. Like that. We're going to do 5 of those. Right, here we go. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the other side, I'll snap that one in. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Marvellous. So you can play around with that and do a kind of like this if you want. And, you know, make it, yeah, have a bit of a play. Fantastic. Let's go back to that one. If you just do that, and then I better go and see if the office have got something I can use as a rolling pin. I'll see. Back in a sec. Keep going.
Okay.
So about that. Have you got something that's short? There we are. Great. So that'll do. Grab the rolling pin. Thanks very much. Let's start. So I'll get some more for next week.
And behaving like it's a normal request.
Yes, it is a normal request. So what we do is just put your hand, put it in the loud on point of each hand, and then you just come up, you breathe in, and then you go, breathe out and come down. So we just, so this is great. So have it either side. You can hold it as well. If that's easier for you to hold it, like you're, you know, but what normally they do it like this. So you come up and down. Up. Down. And then what I'll do is I'll go to the supermarket, buy a few more, and add them to our I'll put how we're doing on Zoom. Yeah, that's it. So you're making a circular shape. So it comes up and then down, and you're using your legs. That's it. Great. You know, you might be waiting for a delivery, and this would be brilliant because we've had a load of deliveries. Okay, and then you can go in the other direction. So you go forward, up, and down. So it's quite useful. Having the stick between your hands means you can focus. Amazing. What Jeremy's got in his coat. I assume this thing that I'm holding in my hand is something you put a weight at the end. That's it. And then just relax. You can just hold it like that. And then what you can do is you can do it with your foot forward. So go into a bow and arrow stance. We're just going to sink forward and back. So actually we'll do the, so it's like that way, up, down, back. And then the other way. So the first one, we go down, breathe in, breathe out. That's it, breathe in. So it's just and then you can also lift the toes if you want and do it like that. If that, but like one that works the ankles as well. And then come back. Now just go the other side. So do it without lifting the toes or the heels first. So have the have the feet flat, so you can really feel the weight moving. So when you're doing this, you want to stay upright. You want to stay upright. So that's better, yeah. That's much better. How we're doing the yeah. And we're all breathing, and then we go in the other direction. Oh, hang on. We do this. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. So about, oh gosh, 2007. Between 2007 and 2009 was the last time I did any Tai Chi roller or thereabouts. Something like that. And then we go in the other direction. So you push, come back. So you wanna just let it rest between the hands and be very soft. Don't worry if it drops. That's kind of normal. Where when I first learned Tai Chi ruler, I spent most of the time dropping it on the floor because I, you know, just, and then try that the other side, and then we'll. So so that's the basic. And then what we do is we just relax. So we just pair up. There was a big group of us doing it, and then we'd pair up, and then one person would grab hold of the other person's wrists, and then they'd feel us pushing. And you know, the really good ones would send the other person flying. It was quite impressive. But yeah, so it acts as like a focus, and you can do your standing practice holding the ruler, you know. And what was the other thing? And then the other one he does is he comes up like that and puts it behind his head, and then it comes down, and that's like a kind of a stretch. But don't clonk yourself on the head with it. That's another thing that does sometimes happen. So just be very careful and mindful so you don't clonk your head. Yeah, that's. Yeah, and if you are practicing it at home, wear something on your feet in case you drop it. So don't do it barefoot. Yeah, steelies, steel toe caps, that'll do it. Yeah. So that's a good one. It's just a nice one for the opening up the upper back. And one more. Marvellous. Okay, that's great. Have a little shake out. So the other thing I use the Tai Chi ruler for is actually I'm gonna put my old shoes on because then you can see my feet better. I brought them specially. Look, it's got bright yellow. So put that there. There we go. One. Yeah, I should be able to see my feet now. Great. So you can, oh, that's better. You can use the ruler. So if you hold it in your right hand and then just rest it on your shoulder, and then you off the shoulder and you come down, and then rest it on the other shoulder, and again, don't clunk your head down. So this is called a figure 8. Figure 8. So down and just sink using your legs. So you're turning your waist. That's it. I should get Jeremy in. So this is actually from when I was in Birmingham. I learned some sword off of Mark Peters, and we spent a whole day looking at the sword. Okay, now before we do it with the other hand, just for balance's sake, put your ruler down. We'll go back to this one. We'll go back to the just to feel the. Well, it's a rolling pin, but a Tai Chi ruler, you can look them up on the internet. They're very expensive. You can get anything from about 20 to 30 pounds, and it's the same width as a rolling pin, but it's quite nicely shaped. It's got like knobbly bits. It's like 2 sword handles with a little sphere in the middle, and I've got a couple of those, and they are very nice. They are very nice, but basically it's a stick that you use to focus with. So you can either get a push stick or you can just get a stick. And rolling pins seem to do. Eva Kaskuga's got loads of rolling pins. So we just. Okay, and then we'll put one foot forward, and then what we'll do is we'll do this with the arm. But let me show you that. So you're making a figure 8. Backward, forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward, forward. Change sides. So just try it out a bit first, and then backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards, backwards. So you're using your body momentum. And then try the other way.
You face.
Yeah. So you go in the other direction. Just try. So use your body to move your arms. Try that the other. So yeah. Use your body, use your turning to move the arms. Fantastic. Okay. And then back to that one again, just to kind of. Like you're sitting on a high stool, just turning the waist. Okay, and we'll do this one. Close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open. Great. Right, so grab it with your left arm, and then we'll just do the same. So we're right here, we transfer the weight and turn, and this comes across. You place it on your shoulder, you transfer the weight and turn, and you turn in the waist. Comes from the shoulder down, shoulder up and down. See this? It's like a figure eight. Figure eight. Figure eight. Figure eight. So outwards. So it's like your bop. You know, that when you next see the bird or something, you just fantastic. Okay, right. The other one, we'll swap hands again. Comes from down and it goes up and across. It goes across the diagonal to the opposite shoulder. So just go to there, then drop, and go to there, and put it on the shoulder. Drop, up, on the shoulder, down, up, on the shoulder, down, up. And then eventually, you don't need to put it on your shoulder, you can just do this. That's a figure eight. It comes up, it goes down. 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 It comes up, goes down. And you can feel it working the arms, can't you? It's only a rolling pin. It's amazing. Try it with the other arm. So we won't do too many of these ones because we want to build up our strength. So anything that does that gets the muscles working and pulls on the bones, it's good for your bone density. So we're working bone density. So let's do it with the other arm, otherwise when we get to tea break, we'll feel lopsided. So we go up and down, up and down, up and down, up, down the same side, up, down at the same side, up, down at the same side, up. Right, okay, and then for fun, we'll just go across. Like we're so palm up, palm down, palm up, palm down, palm up, palm down, palm up. I'll get, when my friend Dave comes back, I'll get him to take some photos. That'd be brilliant. Okay, then try that on the other side. And then we'll go back to the 2 exercises we did right at the beginning, but we'll seven and last one, 8. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, we'll go back to this one. And oh, that's really hard work, isn't it? Goodness me. Then we go forward, we come back down. This is a bit like a choo-choo train. When I was learning this off of Simon Wyatt, when he's not doing Tai Chi ruler, he makes giant sculptures out of metal. He lives down in the what's that really swampy, bleak place near Devon? It's a big like park that's like a national, and there's like you can get lost in it really. Exmoor. Dartmoor, yeah. He lives near Dartmoor, and people can get lost on there because the weather fronts change and you get lost in the fog and it's all really spooky. And his art commissions reflect that. I've seen pictures of these amazing ginormous metal things. And he learned this in China. He went all the way to China in the 70s. So there we are. When we come back, we do that the other side. So I'll try and do 10, unless I lose count, then it could be anything. Right, last one. Right, now we try the other direction. Right. It's just best if you get the shape first, and then there's a whole load of sort of things that you can think about and imagine while you're doing it. But I think this is enough. This is enough. And then try that on the other side. So just breathe naturally. And then we do the line on the beach one. So it's like a stretch that you do at the end. Really. So this helps flexibility in the shoulders because you've got to get it behind your head. 4 and 5. Fabulous. Excellent. Right, we'll leave that's probably right, make sure you know where they are. We'll just go back to that and we'll just do some basic qigong and try not to yeah. So that was a bit of an introduction to the Tai Chi ruler. Maybe if you've got your own rolling pin, that might help if you want to bring your own, but as long as it's not a ginormous rolling pin, that's too much. You want something small and light, like made out of plain or something. And okay, so just keep bouncing. Okay, so we're going to do polishing the table and Monkey King takes a seat. So here we go, we turn, we sink our hips back, and we polish the table. And we come back. And we turn, polish the table. It's a very nice one for the lower back, this. I'll just show you that from the side view. Keep breathing some more. One more time each side. And last one. Fabulous. Okay, and then Monkey King takes a seat. And then what we'll do, we'll do 9 plays with the ball and then part of the wild horse's main health exercises. And then we'll stop for tea. Those of you that aren't stopping for tea, because I started a bit late, I will be going on a little bit. So here we go. Monkey King takes a seat, something like this. Go back. We come up. And then you sink your hips and you survey your kingdom. Survey your kingdom. So like this. And back. Now, I ended up buying all those rolling pins years and years ago, and I think we only used them once or twice, and then that was it for a few years. It's been sitting there in the cupboard, so I thought, well. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll do one more of this. And then take a slightly wider stance. And then you come in like that. I mean, all these movements that we're doing now, you could actually do holding a rolling pin if you wanted, but we won't. We'll try that out next time. We just get some basics first. That's it. So there's a rotation, the rotational element. Then it comes round in the circle. This one stays where it is. Hold the ball, step, transfer the weight, rotate, 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 rotate. That's it. Round in the circle. Rotate. Lovely. Round. I'll turn round. How's that? Is that any easier? Yeah? Okay. I worked it out eventually, didn't I? And then, there we go. So, and one more time. Actually, no, one more time the other side, yeah? One more time the other side. Fabulous. So that one, just for example, actually, what you'd need for that is you'd need to don't join in with that. I'm just showing you. You can, and then get your, and it becomes more like a double sword drill. So, and that would be a really good way of strengthening your arms with a rolling pin in each hand. And that, you know, your neighbours might look at you a bit weird, but that's all right. Okay, part of the wild horse's main health exercise. So again, I'll show it from the front, otherwise you can't see the arms. Then I'll turn around so we're all facing in the same direction. But like this. And across. Hold the ball, bring it across. And then we're just breathe naturally. So I was listening to a talk in the car while I was stuck on the A10. And she, the lady that was talking, Sharon Salzberg, listened to a talk, was talking about breathing naturally. She was talking it on, like when you're doing your mindfulness practice, but it works with Tai Chi as well. So we're go from the back. Relax and release the shoulders, think the hips. Okay. And then just to show you how that would work. So it'll be more like that. It's quite, so these are quite fun. It's quite fun. Okay, let's, oh gosh, we'd better stop the tea. Just, on the way out, if you could put it in the bag, that would be fabulous. And thanks so much for dragging that downstairs. I'll take it back upstairs. Those of you that, oh, you did it between you. Okay, I'll feel less guilty then. And I will buy a few more just to make sure we got enough. We'd almost had enough to go around, so that wasn't too bad. Plum blossom falls left and right. Embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. And then rub the hands together. And polish the face. And underneath, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's polishing. Very good. Rub the hands together. Give the lower back a rub. Oh, that's nice. And then embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. So we'll do a couple more weeks on rolling pinning type things. I'll have a look at the old videos as well, just in case I miss something. One more time. And make a fist with right hand, left hand over the top, feet together, and bow. Brilliant. Well done, everyone. Okay. It's in the bag, and I'll drag it upstairs. Those of you that are sticking around, we'll have a little break, and then we'll do some more stuff. But proper workout, isn't it? Really good. Right, yeah, have some water. Fantastic. I'll see you back in a set. Right, now, were we looking at pricing for the dragon last week? We should do rising coiling dragon because it would be a nice stretch out after class. Now let me see if I've got it's just yeah. They're much cheaper than it's supposed to be. Yeah, is it doing good? So you can use it to these extra as well. Yeah, thank you very much. No worries. Right. So yeah. Right, okay. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, that goes in there. That's one of the spells. Awesome. I've got some great helpers. So we'll just go back to that one. What we're going to do for the next 10 minutes or so is Rising Coiling Dragon. Just because after you've been doing something like that, it's nice to have a stretch. So we'll just break it down. So if you just have one hand up, one hand down, and then put the hand behind. Put the hand behind your back. And then you just turn and turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we go around the other way. 1, see ya. 2. Yeah, my umbrella broke as well. We've done really well for it. 4, so I just got wet. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, we'll do this silk breathing. So keep breathing. So it comes down, across, up, across. Keep breathing. Brilliant. I'll see you up there, Hazel. Yeah, yeah, because I want it to especially in the cold weather. You just want to. Well, it's not cold; it's just wet, really. Oh, sorry, Zuni. Yeah. What? Okay, try that the other side. So you come across, down, cross, up. Bye. Down. So it's like this. Coming across, goes down, cross, up, cross, down, cross, up, cross, down. Right. Okay. So demonstration observed. Oh, it's the vacuum cleaner. Excellent. I was wondering what that meant. I thought there was something wrong with my hearing. Like this, and then like that. That. Keep breathing. Brilliant. That. Okay, let's just go through it slowly for fun. So just join in anyway and just see how you get on. And we'll think of it as a work in progress rather than something you have to get instantaneously. I never knew hoovering. All right, I'll do my best. But I'm mirroring. The problem is if I turn round, so we're all doing it in the same, you can't see what I'm doing. That's the problem. So I'll say which hand you're doing. Yeah. And even though it's the opposite, right? Good thinking. Good thinking. Right. Yeah, we need, yeah. So what we do is you breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out. And then just keep it. So you've all got, oh, that was amazing. Okay, now turn the body, turn your body. Now focus more on your right hand. Now bring your right hand forward and your right foot forward. into rooster stance and bring your little finger to the elbow. Little finger to the elbow. Elbow, little finger. There we are. Palm up. Marvelous. Now go into cat stance. Now open your shoulder, drop your left hand and stretch. That's called rising dragon. Rising dragon. Oh, that's quite a nice stretch. And then just let that relax. Right, let's try that. Let's try that the other side. So now the left foot, little finger, elbow, cat stance, rising dragon with the left side. And just feel that stretch. Come back. And we're just doing this bit. 1, 2, open, turn, rising dragon. Rising dragon. So there's a bend there. And you're stretching up. You feel this stretch on the front of the body. And then rising dragon. Just one more time on the other side. Rising dragon. Okay. So now we start again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right hand, right foot. Rising dragon. Okay, I'll show this from the side. Now you turn towards you. Bring that arm down. Step with the left, with the right foot. Coiling dragon. Turn like that. Then you turn the body, put the weight in the back foot, and go back to rising dragon. That's it, and then you come back. Well, that wasn't bad. We all managed something, didn't we? Let's try that on the other side. So go into left, rooster stance, little finger on the elbow. Now left cat stance, open, rising dragon. Turn, step with the left foot, transfer your weight to the left foot, turn the body, coiling dragon. Turn the body, rising dragon. And then you can. So that exercise we did, this one, is that, see? And we're turning, except this time we're turning like that. And that gets a stretch. It's a really nice stretch for the spine, once you know what you're doing. So, so the full version, just so you see the full version, you actually have this flippy thing in the middle. So just watch. So it goes like that. Rising dragon, coiling dragon, rising dragon, and then you have this rising dragon. We're not doing that this week. I'm just showing it to you so we know what we're aiming for. So we can do the flippy bit as a nice little health exercise. So you go like this, you go like this, and you go like this. And if it helps, you get your little finger on the elbow and then go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then go back to that one for a bit. And then back to 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 6, 2, 3. 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3, and then for our grand finale, we're gonna do a tiny little bit of white apophis fruit. We'll just do 6 white apophis fruits. So we just start here. So everybody go back a bit and face that way. And then off we go. We're gonna walk 6 times. So make sure you can see me. Here we go. 1. White apophis fruit in the front leg. So again, just join in. Don't worry about. Just see how you get on. 2. 3. 4. It's fine, you're doing perfect. Just do something. Just do something in a relaxed manner. I want to make you completely good. 6. Marvin. That. Right, yeah, we'll stop here. So just go back to that one. Great. So so that's rising coiling dragon, and white ape offers fruit, or I guess mince pies. At the moment, they are everywhere. Mince pies. I mean, it's ages. What? I'm like, I don't get it. Anyway, so I've got a friend who's very excited about the concept of mulled wine because she's just come over from Kandahar, and they don't really in Pakistan, they don't really serve it much there. So she's really excited about the prospect of mulled wine. So there we are. So breathe in, breathe out. And then to finish off, triple heater. Right, I'll try not to get so stuck in well, next week I'm in Exning, so I shouldn't have any issues with the A10. Fantastic. And just stand and really own your space and feel a bit tough. You should be feeling a bit tough because of all that work we did, you know, it's a bit like, so, and then make a fist of the right hand, left hand over the top, feet together and bow. Well done, everybody. Let's have some tea. Yes. Tea time. Right, go and have a cup of tea. Very, very useful. I just changed the video. Right. Well done, everyone. That was amazing. I've got to find more rolling pins. We almost run out, so but we'll do more rolling pins the next couple of weeks or so, just because it's nice and you can really feel it in the back and feel the muscles. So we'll get a bit of hench now. Gonna get a bit of hench. All right. Take care.